Danny holds an intervention for Brucey Wayne. So, Danny is the head of R&D at Wayne Tech, and he often works closely with Bruce and Lucius when they want him to make proof-of-concept gadgets and vehicles. He doesn't question the absurdity of some of the stuff he builds. He was raised by mad scientists after all of it seems perfectly normal to him. But he has noticed something concerning about his boss. He really needs to get his partying in control. Every time he comes into work he has eye bags covered by makeup, some bruises from tripping while drunk, and he is always super cagey about what he did last night. Danny asked some of his coworkers about it, and they noticed it too. They also bring up that he sometimes comes into work with a really foggy mind, which is probably the after effects of doing some kind of drugs at whatever party he was at the previous night. Even his hangovers seem really bad. Worse than usual, but he powers through them and keeps acting like his normal himbo self. Danny realizes that Bruce needs to calm down. He has kids to take care of, and Alfred needs less work on his plate, so he contacts a bunch of Bruce's friends, his family, and even a few coworkers who brought up their concerns to him, and he stages an intervention. Bruce didn't know what to expect when he walked into the conference room at Wayne Enterprises. He had been called in by Danny, his head of R&D, for a meeting earlier that day, but Danny had failed to explain the purpose of the meeting. He had barely made it on time. He had spent the entire night chasing down Scarecrow, and a slip-up had caused him to get hit by some fear toxin, which took forever to work its way out of his system. It didn't help that the antidote gave him a splitting headache. Bruce opened the door to the conference room, and was met with a mishmash of faces. Clark was sitting close to the head of the table, with Lois at his right, and Diana to hers. In the crowd he could also see Dick and Steph holding in barely contained laughter, with Tim looking a little lost to the side. Damien looked as if he would rather be anywhere else. Duke was looking as list as Tim, and Cass was just smirking at him with a look of amusement. He could also see the faces of various employees of Wayne Enterprises, among them being Lucius and Tam. What was going on? The door closed behind him, and he turned to see Danny standing behind him. "Bruce, this is an intervention,"